Welcome back to my channel. I'm Urvashi from the Right Shade of Red blog, and I've got something super exciting for you guys. Today I'm gonna try out on my new camera. Yes, I got a new camera, you guys. It's a Sony Alpha 6400. I recently picked it up and I'm super thrilled that I'm shooting my first video on it. So guys, please show some love to this video. And today I'm gonna do a wedding makeup look. So it's something that I usually do for most weddings that I go to. I mean, it's an easy to do look. It's not very difficult. I mean, it will require some amount of skill, but I'm going to tell you exactly how to do that so it becomes easy for you guys to follow. And it's basically what I do is I use a lot of combinations of pinks and browns because that goes with a lot of looks, you guys. And just add a little bit of gold and you're ready to go. So that's like my standard makeup look for all weddings. Anyway, so right now I'm already wearing my foundation on the face and I'm also wearing concealer, and I've set it with a little bit of setting powder, and I've done up my eyebrows because if I was to leave that for the later part, it's again going to be a very long video. And if you guys want to see how I do my base makeup and I do my eyebrows, there are separate IGTV videos for that, so please check it out on my channel. And for now, I'm going to start with the eye makeup part because that I believe is the toughest part for me as well, and I'm guessing for most people. I'm going to tell you my two favorite tips. So the first thing is that I start with the lightest shade, and it's called the transition shade, and it's the lightest shade that I use over here on top, and I move towards using a darker shade with every go. So as we go darker, make sure that you use the transition shade once again on the darker shade just to make it look more blended, okay? And there are two ways to blend. First is basically going in the windshield wiper motion, so you'll see me going like this with my brush. And the second thing I'm going to do is go around in circles. So I'm going to just like keep buffing it in circles and keep going back in the windshield motion. So the palette that I'm going to be using right now is the Huda Beauty Nude palette. I'm absolutely in love with this palette, you guys. It's got such beautiful colors. It's easily available online on Nykaa, and you can see I started using it already. So I've kind of like, you know, played around with a little bit, but the colors are so beautiful, you guys. Before I start anything, because I've already used my foundation and my concealer on my face already, and I don't want there to be some fallout on my face, I'm going to use my setting powder and just sort of like, you know, put a lot of it under my eye just so that I can clean out the fallout in the end. So the setting powder I'm using right now is the Laura Mercier, and this is the new translucent powder in the shade Glow. So it's a glow powder. It's not exactly like the regular powder I've used before. Yeah, I think that should be good. I need a mirror, you guys. I really need a mirror. Great. Now that I look like a character out of some alien TV show, I'm going to start with my tutorial, and I'm going to be using this palette. I'm going to start with a base shade called Bear first, just to ensure that I have an even base. But before that, you guys, you should know that I'm already wearing concealer on my eye, and I've set it with some setting powder as well. So I'm going to move closer to the camera. I think that should be fine, so that you guys can see what I'm doing. Next, I'm going to pick the transition shade, and that is going to be, I think, Secret. Now I'm going to move on to the darker shade, and that's going to be, I think, Teddy. Now I'm going to move on to Tickle. In the crease line. with this concealer that I'm using, which is the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and it's in light medium sand. It's absolutely fabulous. I'm in love with it. And you guys, I just love it. Now that I've cut the crease with my concealer, the next thing I'm going to do is apply some glitter. So I'm going to wet the brush with my setting spray, as you guys must have seen me do multiple times on my other videos, because I love doing that, because I feel it intensifies the color immensely. Because you guys have to see how pigmented this is, because if I use Grave right here, that's how shiny it is. Or if I use Charmed for that matter, I like that as well. Ooh, that's a beauty as well. Can't decide. Cool. So now that I have a wet brush, I'm going to put it on this shade Charmed. I'm going to use my brush and put it on this shade. And it's a wet brush like I just mentioned. And I'm going to put that on my eye. What a beautiful color, guys. It's absolutely stunning. The next thing I'm going to do is use some liner, put on my lashes and show you guys how I look. Okay you guys, I love how beautiful the eyes look. Just one more thing is left for the eyes, and that is I'm going to just put on a little bit of the lightest shade, shiniest shade that I have, and this is right here. This is from my Smashbox LA Cover Shot Eye Palette, but you can also use a highlighter to do this. And I just really like this shade, that's why I'm going to use this one. And I'm going to put it in the inner corners of my eye right here, and on the other side, brow bone as well. So now we're going to move on to the rest of the face. I'm going to be doing a soft contour with my MAC Studio Fix Sculpt and Shape Contour Palette, and this is in the shade Medium Dark and Dark. And I'm going to be using this heavily used palette. I'm going to be using this shade and just going to contour my face a little bit. I'm using the NARS Orgasm Blush, and this is a special edition, this particular box. That's why it's in the pink shade. Otherwise you have the usual black box that you guys find everywhere. This one's taken my heart. Next I'm moving on to my highlighter. I'm using the Bobbi Brown Pink Glow, and I'm going to use a fan brush and I'm going to set it. It's like perfect shadi makeup, for me at least. Anyway, for the end, I am going to just use this lipstick from Maybelline. This is the Super Stay Matte Ink Lipstick. I don't know if you guys can see this. This is in the shade 15 and it's called Lover. I'm going to take a brush and outline my lips with the same color and then fill in my lips. Primer water. That's all for today, folks.